So the last few days I've been working on my setup and also applying some finishing touches, and I wanted to share it with you guys today, as well as Ed from TechSource. He'll be featuring this setup on his channel in the not too distant future as well. Take a bit of time with you guys and explain everything I'm using in this setup and why I'm using it. So starting from the left here is the Behringer B2 Pro microphone. Now I picked this up for $40, absolute steal at this price, and it's a great condenser microphone for doing voiceovers and also doing my tech show with Joker every week. Besides that, we have the Acer 1080p monitor here. I got this monitor literally like 8 years ago, so it's actually got CCFL backlighting, and it's a TN panel with a clear gloss coating. I actually really love this monitor. It used to be my old gaming monitor, and above that you can probably see the Logitech C920, which is a great webcam. Now over here is just another keyboard and mouse that I use, a Logitech G3, that's old school as well. And then it's my Microsoft Ergonomic 4000 as well. So all the gear here is kind of nostalgic as well a little bit. And I do use this for the tech show when I'm using this monitor on the left, the Acer. Then at the background there, you could probably see the Zoom H2N, which is a field recorder. I should actually be using that for this voiceover, but it's much easier to maneuver around with a lavalier microphone attached to me. So besides that, we have the Fidelio X1 headphones there. They're great. And then we've also got a GTX, I think it's a 285, I believe, from NVIDIA. They're old school card. I never use it anymore. And then we've got over here a Exilum 1000 FPS camera. That's just for capturing latency. When I'm measuring latency, it gives out terrible resolution at 1000 FPS, but nonetheless, you can still measure latency. Now to the left of that is the Acheron Vision monitor. That's a 1440p IPS display. I use this as a secondary productivity monitor when I'm working from my main 4K monitor here, editing videos or whatnot. And then below that is a Behringer B Xenix 802, which is a good mic preamp for amping the Behringer B2 Pro. Then besides that, we've got the speakers there. They're the Sony desktop speakers. I picked them up from the junk store for $3 and they sound absolutely amazing. Then you probably notice there are temp sensor for ambient temps. That's when I'm testing CPUs. And then moving to the right of that, we've got the Acer 280HK monitor. This thing is a beast. It's a 4K G-Sync 60Hz panel. It's also got great response times and low input lag, which is why I really like this monitor, even though it's a little bit expensive. And then besides that, you can probably see the greenery there just to give me some fresh air. And then below that, we've got some gaming peripherals here. These are my two favorite at the moment. We've got the Azo Rgb Keyboard. This has got blue switches in it from Kale, which are really good. And not only that, it's just such a great high-end keyboard, not only aesthetically, but in performance as well. Then all that is housed on the Razer Goliathus Extended Control Edition. And then beside that, we have the Logitech G302. Moving on to my main rig here, this is the specs that it's got, but we'll start off with the headphones and get them out of the way with. These are my Fidelio L1s. So comfortable, most comfortable pair of headphones I've ever used. Not only that, the sound signature is warm, it's subtle, and it's great for long gaming sessions. And I can also plug the V-Motor Boom Pro in it, even though I've had to mod the headphones a little bit with a zip tie just to get that V-Motor Boom Pro on, which is actually the microphone I've been using on the live show when I was in America. And people actually commented on how good it sounds. So great combination there if you're looking for something just for everyday use and long-term use. Now besides that, below that actually, we have the Objective 2 amplifier and the Shit Modi. This is called the Frankenstein Combo. Great for high-end listening. The only problem is for everyday listening, you'll hear a lot of nuances. So I actually don't use it that much unless I want to listen to some real good FLAC audio files with my Fidelio X1s. Now moving on to drives, I actually can't pull these out at the moment, but over there we've got a 500GB SSD, 1TB backup drive, and also a 256GB MX100 for temporary recording and whatnot from my desktop. Moving on to this bad boy here, this is the Arikil Strike X case. And it's actually an open, sort of closed hybrid formula here. I've done a review on it a while ago, but it's basically it's a great case once it's all set up. It's very hard to get a power supply in and out of this case. However, it does function really well once you get all your gear in there. Now, in here is an NMAX T40 with a custom sprayed fan there on the 5820K, which is clocked to 4.2 gigahertz at the moment. And then that's housed on the ASRock X99 motherboard. I've also got 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory there and a gigabyte GTX 970 G1. Now the reason I'm using this graphics card is that my 980 Ti recently died, so this is the temporary solution until I find out what's happening with my 980 Ti. Last part of the setup is my PlayStation 4, and I don't really use it that much. I'm actually waiting for the Final Fantasy VII HD remake to come out, and then we've got that connected to the Toshiba HD TV. It's a 32-inch TV. I only really use this for watching movies and also using my NAS if I need to change some settings, and that's where the NAS is housed to the right. That's my ghetto NAS that I recently built on my channel, and it basically has 3 terabytes of backup data there, and it serves as a home theater PC for this TV. Below that we have a Dell keyboard and a Logitech G600 mouse, which I don't rarely use. They're not really my thing. Below that we've got some other gear here. This is my home theater. I've got 5.1 surround sound in here, and this is the middle speaker and the receiver. And then we've got some nostalgic items there, Baldur's Gate 2, NWO CD, and Star Wars, the whole 6 episodes there. And then in this case, actually down here, we've got some retro gear. I don't know if you can see it. We've got a Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I've also got all my thermal paste, memory sticks, and my Nintendo Wii. And I thought the Wii was probably the worst thing in that case. Now, to the left of that, we've got my 2.1 receiver there. And then over in the corner there, we've got some boxes, which is pretty much just to cover up some of the wall and cables, so it doesn't look too bad. Underneath the desk, as you can see here, I've just used a lot of tape, a lot of cable bags, and also got LEDs under here, and yeah, pretty much using a variety of tapes, Velcro tapes, zip ties, duct tape, you name it, I'm using it. So that's pretty much cable management, if you'd call it that, but it definitely does the job because no one can really see it from the outside, which is what I guess cable management is all about. So that's it for my main setup downstairs. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give it a big fat like, and I'll come back to you guys with another tech video. Also, if you guys want to see a full house tour, then let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try and get that done in the next few weeks. I've actually got a secondary tech room, which I'm sure some of you guys will be asking about, the blue room. That's getting a mini overhaul at the moment, and that's mainly for testing video games and parts, as well as benchmarking and also doing B-roll. So anyway guys, I'll catch you in another tech video very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.